Ben?
Hey, Natalie.
Hit me.
Just how would you kind of just describe the fourth quarter? And I know you guys struggled to shoot it in that period. What do you feel like kind of happened there?
Yeah, just little details, attention to detail in terms of number one. Taking care of the ball. That was really what we kind of saw. And just for us, it really wasn't. It was in the fourth, but then also just how we ended the second kind of was tough. It's just like we built momentum, and then we kind of do a couple of things that we can control a little bit better, and we talked about it. But and it was funny, but in all honesty, I was proud of the way they competed. I thought they competed really well. Thought we got good minutes from LA. She brought a spark off the bench. And then I thought Chechi, considering how she's been playing, I thought she took full advantage of her minutes tonight. She held it down. She really led us, I felt like, in the scoring. And I think we're just continuing to improve each game, even though it didn't go our way tonight. I saw some improvement.
Gabby was pretty demonstrative at the end of that second to challenge. Was that something that you guys considered at the end?
Which one?
The final foul in the second quarter.
Yeah, I wish I would have saw it early. It was a little early, but then he called a delay of game. But like either team was lined up. Did you guys notice that? No team was lined up, and then he called a delay of game for Golden State. Yeah, he didn't let me challenge it after that. That's all new. All right. Like I said, I'm learning. Yeah.
Natalie, over here.
Yep.
Was this a winnable game?
Every game is a winnable game.
Let me follow up.
Yeah, follow that up because I'm kind of confused.
You guys left some points on the board at the free throw line, missed some shots. I mean, there were a lot of shots that were right around the rim that seemed to fall away tonight. I mean, do you walk away from this feeling like, damn, we should have won this game?
Every game I want to win. It's how I'm wording it, and it's how you're wording the question. But obviously, I want to win every game. But like I said, I was actually really proud. We were able to go deeper. Like I said, LA came in, and she gave us a spark that we needed. Obviously, a little bit maybe we might have had heavy legs, so that's why when I say strength in numbers, that's what I mean strength in numbers, is she came in and she impacted the game on both ends. And then we're still, and even myself, I'm continuing to learn and build through each game. We're still early in the season where I can continue to reach out for, honestly, any player, and I think they're going to impact. And so that's what I liked is LA was ready, and that's hard. It's hard to stay ready like she did. So I just want to give her credit and my coaching staff for making her sure that she was ready for the game. Yeah.
Kind of still just on LA, like why was tonight the night for her to get the extended run? Was it just the way the schedule worked out? Was it the matchup, or like what did you see to give her that?
Yeah, I think some of the other girls just didn't have the legs. So if they didn't have the legs, and like we needed someone at the rim. Yeah. So again, it's just strength in numbers, and so that's what we always talk about is like anyone could have a night, and that was what I even said the last game is like we're not going to all shoot great every single night, okay? So whether it's versus Dallas or tonight, that's what's great is that we always have each other's backs, and that's what I continue to see. There was no pointing of the finger in that locker room at all, and you guys understand as a coach, Matthew, it's tough to not point fingers, but everyone took accountability, and everyone's like, hey, we're all going to get better.
Then the free throws at the end, I think you guys went 3 for 8 in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Is that like a concern, something to work on, or just like something that happens sometimes?
Yeah, they took full accountability. We're going to work on it, obviously. It's just a focus thing, and we're never going to, point the finger, like I said again, but they're going to work on it. Yep.
Natalie, outside of it being 4 games in 7 days, just the fact of who you're playing as well, they're top teams in the league. Yeah. Are you somewhat thankful for how this stretch kind of came to be because of how you're being challenged?
I mean, the schedule is the schedule. Like I said, we had it. We knew this schedule was going to be as is, and so it's just, again, credit to everyone who prepares for the intentionality of days off. Tomorrow, again, we're being super intentional on how we're going to prepare for Vegas. So I think it's going into our second year. I think we're having really good conversations on preparation. Like I said, we were right there. We're a couple possessions away. So I'm not going to hang our hats. We're not going to point fingers off of this loss, but we're going to learn from it. And now we got Vegas. So now it's, moving on. Then obviously we're excited to, go against them again.
Over here. Back on that kind of rotation decision, Veronica sat for a stretch. I think it was in the third quarter. What kind of went into that decision? Was it, game flow or matchup or rest, or what was that decision?
Caitlin had it rolling. Caitlin looked good. She was able to punch the paint. She found her teammates. She saw some holes. Then she made some really good calls. So I just think she had it tonight. Yep.
The last time you played Minnesota, Olivia really hurt you guys, and tonight it seemed like they were just balanced, right? It was Courtney got hers, and Kayla got hers, and Coffee got hers, and I know this is a team with a ton of talent and depth, but when you play a team like this, how do you try to slow it down when it can be anyone's night, and you've seen that in the 2 times you've played them, and how do you try to make their lives harder because they have players that can hit you in so many different ways?
Well, I think also, too, we got to give – I liked our game plan. We kept them a couple times. Even to 81, it's not bad. So I like what we did. I think if what we can control, we can do it better on the offensive end. It's that simple. Just because we didn't win, we don't want to completely, change the whole schemes. I thought we did a great job on Miles tonight. There were a couple of different coverages, made her struggle, and that was part of it. So, yeah.
It just looked like in the fourth quarter that the shot quality was super tough, and there weren't a lot of clean looks. You guys went 4 for 22. What do you make of the shot quality in the fourth quarter? Is that something that's a concern moving forward, or I guess what was Minnesota doing to muck it up?
I guess if we would have made our free throws, would you ask me the same question? Yes. Yeah? Yeah, and if we won, would you ask me the same question?
I'd ask about the 4 for 22.
Yeah. That, again, what do we rely our identity on?
Defense.
Because why?
Fuels the offense.
But what else?
If they don't score, you win.
No. I said sometimes we just can't control sometimes it going in all the time. Now, Cheshi making that 3, I thought that was a big improvement. She had the balls to, excuse me, that's not the right thing to say. But, I threw in Tip making, a crucial pass. She was sitting for a minute. And for me and our whole staff to trust Tip in that situation. And I was like, Tip, you got it? She's like, I got it. So it's also things where we could make substitutions like that and we can execute a big shot. So I also look at it the other way. But if we probably would have got a couple more stops, then we would be singing a different tune. But I understand. I'll say this. We're not trying to miss shots in the fourth. Okay.
Well, just kind of follow up on that. The sideline out of bounds, you do get a good shot. You do get a good look, and you kind of were able to control the shot quality there. Do you think shot quality is something that you guys can control in offense?
Yeah, but we had wide open looks even before that, and we missed. She had a beautiful shot, so yeah, we got to control better, which is, like you said, we were going to practice our free throws. And then defensively, if some of those calls were going the wrong way, maybe they wouldn't have shot 23 free throws. I think that's something for sure on the film we could definitely take a look at. Yep.
Natalie, do you feel like a loss like this is maybe a good lesson for the group, just in terms of how thin the margin for error is against these elite opponents?
I think every loss is a great learning experience. And like I said, if you guys were sitting in that locker room, one of the coolest things about, me coaching this team, again, it's a privilege to coach them, is because they don't point the finger. And right now they're already taking accountability of what they're going to do tomorrow, how they're going to get recovery, and what their game plan is in terms of how early they're going to come in tomorrow to be prepared to when we go over Vegas. I'm lucky. I have 14 players that love basketball, that love to be coached hard, that love to be challenged, and they take responsibility. But it's my job, again, to make things a little bit cleaner and to clean up the mistakes. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Thanks, you guys.